Kate here. I wanted to talk to you today about diastasis recti. Now, most moms, after they have a baby, look in the mirror and they're like, "Oh, got that little mom pooch." Sound familiar? Okay, I'm here to talk to you about that. That is reversible. That's right. You don't have to live with that. That is a condition called diastasis recti. And what happens when you're pregnant is your ab muscles start like this, right? Well, they should start like this. When you get pregnant, your uterus grows and grows and grows, and to make room for that, your ab muscles split apart. That's right. It's kind of gross. Well, when your uterus contracts back down after giving birth, sometimes the ab muscles do not go back together. Now, I had this. I had my first pregnancy and then my second baby. I got pregnant when my first baby was 8 months old, so they were back to back. And I had no, it did not come back together at all. So I want to talk with you through that. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to test to see if you have diastasis. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay back on the floor on your back, okay? And you're going to stick your hand right above your belly button. So here's my belly button. I'm going to go right above it. And you're going to just gently lift up like you're doing a crunch. And you're going to feel. You're going to be able to feel around there and feel where the muscles are contracting and where there's a gap. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your fingers and you're going to stick them in your gap, which sounds funny, but trust me. So reaching up, contracting up, I have about a 1.5 finger gap. My gap between my ab muscles is a little less than this wide. Now, I can tell you that about 9 months ago, my gap was about this wide. I could stick at least 3 fingers in between my ab muscles, and sometimes I could stick 4. It was ridiculous. So I went to physical therapy. I did a lot of research on what exercises to do to help the diastasis and help my ab muscles come back together. So that is what I'm going to share with you today. Let's do this. Okay, the first thing you need to know is that when you have diastasis, when your ab muscles split, your back is often compensating for the core work. Because your ab muscles don't have that integrity anymore, your back does a lot of the work. So I'm going to show you some ways to, 1, improve your diastasis, 2, strengthen your pelvic floor. Hello, peeing your pants all the time doesn't have to happen. And 3, to decrease your lower back pain. So let's get started. Okay, the first exercise you're going to do is a really great stretch. It's called cat and cow. So you're going to get on all fours, and you're going to have your hands and your feet shoulder width apart. Let me see if I can get a good angle. Probably not, whatever. And you're going to go up like that, and then down like a cat would be hissing. And you're just going to stretch it out slowly back and forth. Easy peasy. It's going to stretch your back out, and you're going to do that. I don't know. I just do it as many times as it feels good. So anywhere 5, 20, whatever how many times you want to do that one. Okay, the next one we're going to do is downward facing dog. Don't freak out. This is not a hard yoga move. It is a great stretch, okay? So again, you're going to kind of get in that hands and knees position, and then you're going to lift your feet up and put your feet flat on the floor. And what you want to do is you don't want to lead with your head, you want to lead with your chest here. And pull your chest as close to your knees as you can in this position. You're going to feel this stretch all the way up the back of your legs, but that is going to stretch out your lower back also. Okay, so there's 2 really great stretches to kind of get you started. So do those. The next thing we're going to do is I want you to make a tabletop. So we're back on all fours. We do a lot on our knees today. And you're just going to lift your arms out straight. So just lifting them out and back down, and then out and back down. And when you're comfortable, we're going to do a reverse dead bug, and I'll show you the normal one in a minute. But your reverse dead bug is when you alternate your arm and your leg. So you've got one arm and the alternate leg. And then put them down. You don't need to contract them in. You're not doing a reverse crunch. You're just going out and in. And what that does is when you are working your opposite sides, you're pulling things in, pulling things together. That's what you want to do. Now remember, when you're doing all of these exercises, you always want to pull your belly button into your spine, as if someone were taking, like, shoved a string through you and tied it to your belly button and was just pulling it back. So always pull it back. All right, now let's get into some pelvic floor exercises. These are so simple, you guys. You can totally do this. All right, you're gonna lie on your back. Oh, you need a pillow. You have a small ball, you could use that. I'm just gonna use a pillow because it's right here. But you're gonna lie on your back, stick the pillow between your legs, and you're just gonna squeeze. Squeeze the pillow for about 5 seconds and release for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release for 2. Go ahead and do that 20 times. Pause the video, do that 20 times. You've got this. All right, the next one we're gonna do, I've got my computer here, making sure I know what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna stay on our knees. You're gonna have your knees up at 90 degrees. If you wanna use the pillow, use the pillow. But your knees are gonna be up at 90 degrees, and you are going to simply tap your foot on the floor. Just like that. And you're gonna do, this is 1, 2, and do that about 20 times. Let's just stick with the number 20. Do everything 20 times. If you can't get to 20, do 10 and work your way up to 20. Remember, you've got this. All right, the next one you're gonna do is you're gonna have your knees up like this on the floor, bend your knees, and you're simply gonna drop your knee down and lift it back up. Drop your knee down and lift it back up. Then do the other leg. Drop down and lift up. You can't see that, so I'm not going to show you, but you're going to do each leg 20 times. All right. I want you to then, once you're done with that one, you're going to stick your feet together. I'm not sure if you can see my feet. Let's see. Can you see a little better? There, that's a good angle. Okay, so my feet are together, and you're just going to drop your legs open and hold. Hold, 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 hold. You're going to hold for about 30 seconds. I still am not sure that I can do 30 seconds of a hold like this. What we're doing is stretching your groin muscles out. They're all connected to everything down there. When you're done, let it rest and do that, let's just do that one 3 times, okay? Okay, now, I'm not sure if you know this, but crunches are no good. Don't do crunches. They do not encourage your ab muscles to go back together, and that is what we want. Now, got a trick for you though. Let's say you're doing an exercise program and they're doing crunches or sit-ups and you're like, crap, what am I gonna do? Get yourself a towel, all right? Fold it lengthwise a couple times, and you're going to wrap it around your midsection like this, okay? You're gonna cross it over, and you're gonna pull it as tight as you can and do a crunch like that. Now, when you do this, you're gonna come up. You're gonna come up, you're gonna hold for 3 seconds, down for 2, repeat 20 times. So I'm pulling as tight as I can, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling those ab muscles together as they contract up, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2. Okay, 20 times. 20 times, you got this. All right, let's lay on our stomachs now, shall we? Lay on your stomach. You're gonna lift one, let's see if I can get in here where you can see me. Hey! All right, you're gonna lift 1 foot up in the air with your knee bent, and you're simply gonna drop your leg out, or your foot, drop your foot out 20 times. switch, drop your foot out 20 times. Okay, when you're done with that, stick your heels together with your knees out and squeeze your heels together as tight as you can for a count of 5 and release for 2. Squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release for 2. 20 times. All right, we're doing good. Now I want you to lay straight, and while your legs are locked, knees locked, you're just gonna lift. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. Got this. All right, go ahead and pop onto your side. These are called clamshells. You're gonna lay on your side. That's terrible. All right, there we go. Lay on your side, bend those knees. Keep your heels and your feet locked together and go up and down 20 times on each side. All right? You guys, what you're doing with all of these is you are strengthening your pelvic floor muscles. Everything is connected. Your hip flexors, your groin, all of it. I want you to do that all together. The last exercise for diastasis that I want to go over in pelvic floor is a dead bug. So what you're going to do is you are going to lay like this, like a dead bug, literally like a dead bug. And then you're going to do opposite hand and feet again and extend out and back in. Extend out and back in. Go ahead and do that 20 times and you got it. If you can do, let's see, if you could do like 3 or 4 of those exercises a day, it's going to make a big difference. Okay, now, I know that we've got some lower back pain going on. I would guess that if you have diastasis, you're having lower back pain. I did. It was awful. It was awful. My back was always going out. I had to go to the chiropractor all the time. Here's what I did. All right. Okay. I want you to lay on your back again. Take that towel that you use for those crunches and wrap it around one of your feet. Lift your leg as straight up in the air and just pull. Pull on that towel as hard as you can. Don't hurt yourself. You want it to feel like a good stretch in the back of your leg. Okay, you're going to do that with both legs. Hold it as long as you can. It'll feel really good. Another one is hug your knees. Just lay down and hug your knees. What you're doing is you're opening up your lower back. Another great stretch, let me give you a different angle here, is to lay with your feet on the floor, cross one knee over, and there are different variations of this. You can push your knee out. If you need more of a stretch, you can pull your leg up and push your knee out. And if you need more of a stretch, you can hold behind your leg here and pull that knee in. And what you're doing there is you're stretching right here. So let's see, right here is getting a good stretch. Again, your hip flexors are very close to your back, your lower back, and they all are connected. You want to get those really good and stretched out. All right, we are going to, do a love child's pose. That's a fantastic one. So you're gonna stick your feet together. If you're pregnant, you can still do this one. I did this when I was pregnant and it helped so much. You just gotta spread your knees out a little wider to accommodate for that belly, okay? So you're just gonna sit back as far as you can and stretch your arms out. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And if you can stretch and reach to each side, and it stretches out the side. So as I stretched it over here, I'm getting a good stretch along the side here of my back, and it feels fantastic. All right, let's see. We've just got a couple more that we're gonna go over. All right, let's just do a low lunge, okay? So I want you to stick one foot in front, one foot behind, and you're just gonna come down and stretch that hip flexor out. You're gonna feel it right here. Okay, and you're gonna do this on each side. Hold it for 20 seconds and then switch. Okay, Hold it for 20 seconds, and there you go. All right, last, not least, this one is my favorite. All right, you're gonna do a low squat. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down into a squat, and you're just gonna sit here as low as you can go, and you're just gonna sit, and you want your back as straight as you can. That's it. If you need to sit on something, sit on something. Sit on a pillow, sit on a block, sit on a roller, sit on a toy, I don't care. Sit on something if you need to. But the longer you can hold this, what this is doing is it opens up your lower back, and oh my gosh, it feels so good. So I have used these exercises. This is exactly what I did to bring my diastasis, like to close my diastasis gap by like 2 fingers. I went from not being able to do one jumping jack without peeing my pants. Now I can jump on the trampoline. I can do an entire cardio plyo workout, jumping, and I'm good to go without peeing my pants. Yay for motherhood! You all, I just want to encourage you. Your body is different now, but you can make the changes. There are things you can do to get back to get it strong again. Your body did an amazing thing. You grew a human. That's a big deal. So I just want to encourage you to do these things so that you can be strong for that human that you made. Thanks, guys.